Hey guys, welcome to Real Talk with Victor. This is a safe place for love, relationship, and marriage. I love love. Do you love love? If you do love love and you really are in for real talk about love, relationship, and marriage, do well to hit that subscribe button. Now, beside the subscribe button, there is a notification bell right there. Do well to also hit that so that you can get all the updates that I will be dropping on this YouTube channel. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the community where we discuss about safe love, relationship, and marriage. I want to see a healthy society with healthy relationship, healthy marriage, so that we can have a future that we'll be proud of. Welcome to Real Talk with Victor. One of the questions that you have to ask and really find an answer to as you advance and walk towards getting married is, what are my non-negotiable in a relationship? What are my non-negotiable in a relationship, especially the kind of relationship that has to do with marriage, a long lifetime commitment? What are my non-negotiable? What are the things that are deal breakers? What are the vital requirement, the core requirement in building a life with someone? Now you have to ask yourself that question. Why do we do this? Because the question you avoid is the problem you embrace. And the question you answer is the solution you bring to the world. The reason why there is so much chaos in our marriage and our marital system today, in our world today, is because people avoid these questions in the name of love. I am in love. So, because you are in love, you can take a break, you can catch your breath and ask yourself some real questions, some sincere questions. What are these things? What are the things that I cannot negotiate with? What is the extent to which I can go when it comes to things that has to do with my emotional safety and so on? So when you get to know each other's um, non-negotiable, you can determine if you will go the journey because it's forever. I want to instill in our mind that marriage is forever. Yesterday we talked about what do you want in a marriage. So if you have not listened to yesterday's question, please do well. I think the video is somewhere. Just go listen to it so that you can have a background to what we are discussing. We're discussing 30 questions throughout this month that you really need to ask yourself sincerely. So today we're dealing on the non-negotiables. What are deal breakers for me? I remember when I got married early and all that. I'm a faith person. So these are the things that we have to discuss. I'm a faith person. I believe in the Lord. I believe in God. So there are some certain things you don't bring to me. There are some certain things you don't talk to me about. You don't talk fear where I am. You don't talk impossibilities. I expect a healthy environment. I expect the joy of the Lord in my space. So those are the things that I don't negotiate with. If you are somebody that carries a negative atmosphere or a toxic atmosphere, you're always this pitiable, I run away from you, I avoid you. So I cannot get married to a wife that wants to be pitied. You see, so those are the things that we discuss. When I got married early, something happened one time, and it happened, and somebody was telling my wife something, and she was like, my husband is not going to do this. So she said it, but she just said, okay, she should just talk to me about it. And when she said it, I says, no, like, you cannot make me walk contrary to my faith, or whoever cannot make me walk contrary to my faith, because marriage is life, is a lifetime, is a life sentence. You have to discuss non-negotiable. You have to discuss non-negotiable because it builds clarity, whether you guys are on the same page, whether you guys are aligned on the same matter or not. It builds clarity. It also builds trust. It also builds trust. For instance, when you say, I can't handle infidelity, I don't know how I'm going. I can forgive you, but I don't know how I can get past it. So I can't handle being cheated on. In fact, I don't share, especially when it comes to heart matter. I don't know how to share. So those things are stuff that you put down because it produces clarity. It also builds trust, and it causes each other to know your area of strength and your area of weakness. So this is it. You have to be honest with yourself first. What are my non-negotiable? You see, you can love somebody, but as I always say, love is just one of the requirements in marriage. Love is not all there is about marriage. And that's where a lot of people get it wrong. I'm excited about this person, but that excitement is not always going to be there. There must be some core values that governs and guide the marriage. If not, you're going to have intruders coming around. So what are my non-negotiable? I don't want to live in help. Yes, we can get somebody to come help us, but the person comes in, does the work, and go, not live with us. These are the things that you have to consciously ask yourself, discuss it, and come to a practical place of understanding before you say, I do, before you walk down the aisle. What are my non negotiable? Now you have to share it with each other gently and respectfully. You have to share it with each other. Not that you just come and say, if you cheat on me, if you try and cheat on me, that's it. That's it. I'm out. I'm out the door. No. Gently and respectfully communicate your non-negotiable with your partner. So, what are the things that you have to discuss? The non-negotiable, for instance, faith and spiritual values. What are your take on faith? What are your take on spiritual values? I remember the first time, I don't know, should I say this? Yes, I'm going to say it. The first time my wife ever cried in my house was because of prayer. The prayer was too long and she left me. She went to go and sleep. And I was like, so I shouted, we're praying. How can you leave me praying? It was too long. So faith, spiritual value, non-negotiable. Talk about it. You know, fidelity and honesty. I want truth at all times. Talk about it. Respect and emotional safety. How do I want to be respected? How do I want to be talked to? Those are the things that you must talk about before you walk down the aisle. Before you walk down the aisle, talk about it. Respect. What's your understanding of respect? What's your understanding of emotional safety? Now, what are the non negotiable when it comes to children? Are we having children? How many children are we having? Are we not having children? Ask those questions. Ask those questions. What about life visions? Non negotiable. Non-negotiable. This is what I want to do. I want to be a businessman, and I don't really see myself doing anything else apart from business. So I don't expect you coming into when we get down there now. You're like, you're introducing me or you're telling me to go get a white collar job. I do business. It's business that I do. It's business that I know how to do. Business is my life. So I can't go get a white collar job. So if you love a man that goes to the office in the morning and comes back in the evening as a white collar worker, It's not me. These are the non-negotiable you talk about. Life visions. What do we want out of life? What are the things that I can't go back on? These are the things you talk about. Addiction, abuse. You see, what is your standard as regards to abuse? Can you be with somebody that is into drugs? Can you be with somebody that smokes? Can you be with somebody that is into alcohol, that drinks? Now, you guys are not yet married. These are non-negotiables that you need to talk about. You need to ask questions. This addiction, this stuff that you're doing, are you going to continue like this, or should I look somewhere else? That's the truth. Because what he or she is unable to stop when you guys are just dating or cutting each other is what will follow you guys into the marriage, and you don't get to start getting irritated by those things because you already know them. You knew about them before you guys got into the home, before you guys got married. So why is it now a problem? It becomes a challenge. You get that, right? So you have to discuss abuse, you have to discuss addictions. Are you with me now? So marriage is so important. You know why? Because marriage is God's way of continuity, you know, a platform, an environment, a safe place where the next generation can be raised. So you cannot afford to walk down the aisle without knowing your non negotiable. Love is never enough. Answer real questions, have real talk with this person you want to spend the rest of your life with. Leave a like, drop a comment. Let me hear from you. What do you think? What are your non negotiable? All right. Make sure you subscribe because we're going to be back here tomorrow. And when you're subscribed, you get a notification when I drop the video for tomorrow. God bless you.